name is Gemma, welcome to my channel. I am currently 20 weeks pregnant with spontaneous triplets, and in this week's video I am giving you a rundown of the names that we love and might be using. And today's video I am so happy is in collaboration with the queen of baby names, Strum. I'm going to link her channel down below and also going to link her video where she is giving us some baby name suggestions for these triplets.
Hey Gemma, hey little baby bumps. It is SJ, I hope you're so well. I'm so excited to be getting involved and coming up with some name ideas for your triplets. Congratulations to you all, it must be a massive shock and I'm sure there's so much to think about, including at least 6 names and boy-girl combinations for those as well. I have got 4 themes for you over on my channel that I think you're gonna love. I hope I've kind of got you your vibe. We're very similar. Over on my channel I do baby names every single Monday. If you don't know who I am or why I'm doing this, I'm a baby name consultant who loves names. I love the history, the meaning. I just love having fun with names, vintage names, animal names, nature names, traditional names, whatever. I've got a list on pretty much everything on my channel because for about 2 years I've made a name list on YouTube every single week. But I also really am into gentle parenting and positive discipline, which is why the Hidden Gem channel is just one of my all-time favorites. So it's so lovely to actually have this chance to collaborate together. As I said, there's 4 themes. I have found some amazing things. One, I'm going to give it away, is types of flowers that bloom 3 times as a list of names, and oh my goodness, they're such beautiful names as well. So little tricks of the trade like that. Obviously I've got boy names, girl names, combos galore over on my channel, so do come over after you watch this to see what I come up with for Gemma, and I would love to see you then. I'd love to have you as a subscriber, so I'll see you then. I feel a bit shy over here on your channel. Bye.
So without further ado, I'm going to get straight into our names. I'm going to go girl, boy, and I have got 10 girls' names and 10 boys' names, and all of these names are contenders for our triplets. I will say at this stage, we do not know the genders of our triplets. So it could be a case of having 3 girls, it could be 3 boys, it could be 2 girls and a boy, or 2 boys and a girl. So we're very in need of a big name selection. I would love to hear your suggestions as well. If YouTube is still blocking my comments, head over to my Instagram and you can let me know all of your ideas based on my list here, because the more names, the merrier. So the first girl's name that we love and could be using is the name Eden. I really loved this name for a long time, and actually it was on our girls and boys name list. I love it because it's gender neutral. I love the nature, feel and vibe of the name Eden, but eventually we plumped for it being more of a girl's name. I like it because it sounds more of a boy's name in my opinion, but I like it for a girl. The first boy's name on our list is the name Fiona. This is an Irish name and would be the equivalent of the name Finn in English. I love it because it's Irish. I love it because it's an Irish name that's easy to say and easy to spell, but it is quite common in Ireland. So that kind of puts me off a little bit, that there might be more than one of those in his class. When I was growing up, there was lots of Gemmas, and my middle name is Charlotte, and there was lots of Charlottes as well. So that kind of puts me off choosing a super popular name, but I love the name and it would never entirely put me off. Our second girl's name that I absolutely adore is the name Florence, and I particularly like this name because it is long and elegant, but it also has really cute nicknames like Flo and Florrie. I think the name is absolutely stunning. I think one of the things that would deter maybe my husband is that it is a place name and that he's not so keen on place names, but it's definitely up there and could definitely work with having a longer first name and then a shorter second name. I'm really a fan of having short girls' names, so this could definitely work in the second spot. Our second boy's name is Warren. I really love this name and I really love the W sound at the start. It sounds quite masculine but also quite soft in a strange way. On to our third name for a girl, and that is Gwen. I really loved the name Gwen, and you'll see a little pattern forming of like 4-letter girls' names. I think it's so cute as a little girl's name, but I also think it works really well as an adult woman's name. I think the only thing with Gwen that would put me off is obviously the association with Gwen Stefani. Not that that's a bad association, but that she's kind of like super synonymous with that name, and would that have an impact on the ways people saw her? I don't know, but I love the name Gwen, and I think it would work really well in the first spot with a longer, more kind of floral second name. Number 3 for boys is the name Wallace, and this is a real strong contender because it is the maiden name of my husband's mother. So Wallace is a family name, so it's that surname as first name style, cool, that's really in. But the only thing that's putting us off is that my husband's family's dog is now called Wallace. So that is really putting us off the name, but it could be a middle name spot. So we use the middle name, a family surname as a middle name, but the dog thing is really putting us off. In the 4th spot for girls' names is the name Freya, and I have loved this name since I was just starting out in my teaching profession. I actually started, before I started uni, I worked the summer in a nursery, and there was a really cute girl there called Freya. She was so bubbly and bright. I'd never heard the name before that, and it has just stuck with me, and it's been on my imaginary baby name list for so long. And again, it would definitely be high up on our list, but for the fact we have really close friends whose daughter's name is Freya. It's not a big deal, and I'm sure they would definitely say use it, but that would be the only thing that would be putting us off. We both really love the name. It's beautiful, it's soft, and I think it works for both a young girl and a woman. In the number 4 position for boys is the name Austin. I really like this because I think it works well with my son's name, Oscar and Austin. My husband, I think, probably thinks it's too similar, and he also doesn't like the fact that it's a place name, as I've mentioned with Florence. So that's probably the thing that's putting us off, but I really like the name. I feel like it's quite masculine, and again, works as like a really nice adult male's name, Austin. I think sounds really cool. Our 5th girl's name is the name Elle, E-double-L-E. I really love the simplicity of this name, and it's tied with the name Erin, but Erin doesn't quite make this list, so Elle was our favourite. I love the fact that it's so simple and so short, but so beautiful. So it's just a lovely sound, and I think it works really well in the first name spot with a longer second name. And again, we would definitely be using this name, but for the fact my niece's name is Eleanor, and her name gets shortened to Elle. So that would mean that'd be 2 cousins, and they would see each other quite a lot with the same name. So I think this one has to be crossed off our list. Our 5th boy's name is the name Elias. And again, this was very close with the name Ellis, but we chose Elias in the end. This has been a name that I really liked for a boy. I think it sounds beautiful, but also a little bit intriguing. So it's not quite your normal run-of-the-mill name, but it has a little bit something edgier to it. I don't know if it's strong enough, maybe. It might sound too soft, but I think it's definitely a contender. In the 6th spot for girls is the name Zara. I really love this name. I think it is beautiful. It's nice and short, easy to spell, and I love the Z sound. But I cannot get over the fact of the shop name being called Zara. And it's so popular and widespread, Zara, in Europe, that I just can't get over that. And so Zara, I think, has to be crossed off our list. But I love that Z sound, and I love the simplicity of the name. Number 6 for boys is the name Fraser. I've loved this name for a very long time. It's been on my imaginary boys name list for quite a while. I love the F sound, and I have quite a lot of names like the Freya and the Florence. I quite like F sounding names. I think they just roll off the tongue really smoothly, and I really think this could be up in our top 6 boys' names. In number 7 for girls is the name Farrah, And I think this name is the equivalent to my Zara that I loved, but being slightly different and not being a shop name. So the name Farrah, again, has an F sound, which you'll see a pattern that I really like that sound. It's nice and short, but it is elegant and softly sounding. So I think it works really well as a first name with maybe a shorter or kind of more punchier second name. Number 7 for boys is the name Arlo. I've really liked this name. I've heard it quite a lot now, so I think it is rising in popularity. And really the only thing that keeps putting me off is that so many dogs are called Arlo. So I think that would be a big deal. Now I know so many dogs are called Oscar, and that does slightly get to me when I'm in the park and that Oscar hears his name and it's somebody calling their dog. So I know that there is lots of people that call their pets names that we also call our children, but I think Arlo is definitely rising in popularity for babies, but it's also rising in popularity for dogs. So I think that name is being crossed off our list. Number 8 for girls is the name Quinn. I really love the name Quinn. I think it sounds beautiful. I love the Q sounding start to the name. The only thing that puts us off this name is that it is a surname as first name, and Quinn is quite a popular surname in Ireland. So it would sound almost like it's a nickname, but I really do enjoy that name, and I think it would work well actually in the middle spot. Number 8 for boys is the name Spencer. I really like this name. It is that surname as first name vibe. I love its length and I love that it's not so popular, but the whole surname as first name thing is quite popular. I think this could definitely be a front runner for a middle name. We already have the names William and Oliver potentials for middle names, because Oliver is my husband's middle name and William is a family name. And I think William, Oliver and Spencer as middle names work really well together. Number 9 for girls is the name Aria, and there's lots of different spellings to this name, but I would think I prefer the A-R-I-A spelling of it. I've loved this name for quite a while, and I know that it's risen in popularity massively, and that does slightly put me off because, again, I don't want a super popular name, but I love how it sounds. I love how soft it sounds and beautiful, and I can see it being a really cute baby girl's name and also a really elegant woman's name. Number 9 for boys is my husband's favourite name, and that is Xander. So rather than having Alexander and shortening it to Xander, it's just Xander, so having that X sound at the start. My husband really likes having the X sound in names, so that is definitely a runner for being in our top list. I don't know if I'm too keen on the X sound at the beginning of a name, but I wouldn't be adverse to having it within the name. But yeah, Xander, I think, I mean, it sounds really lovely and it sounds like quite a strong name, but I'm not convinced as yet. And finally, our 10th girl's name is the name Ophelia. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous is the name Ophelia? I think that is such a beautiful name. I think it is definitely rising in popularity, but I don't think it is super popular at the moment. I think it would work really well as a second name along with Charlotte. So Charlotte being one of the girls' middle names and Ophelia being another middle name. I think they balance out quite well. And I just love the elegance of that name, that it just, the way it rolls off your tongue is just beautiful. So the 10th spot for boys is the name Xavier, and it is one of my husband's favorite names, again with that X sound. I think it's kind of got that superhero kind of vibe to it. I'm not the biggest fan of Xavier. I don't know why it is. I don't know if, again, it's because of the X sound. I like the Avia bit, but I don't like the X. So maybe we could mash up a name to make it work. But at this stage, it's definitely high on his list, but not so high on my list. Thank you so much for watching our baby name video. I really hope you've enjoyed hearing some of the names that we love and definitely could be using for our triplets. Again, I'd love to hear your suggestions along with SJ's. I can't wait to see her video. Definitely go over and check out her channel and watch her video and see her suggestions, and let me know over on my Instagram which are your favorite. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.